Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're watching for the very first time. My name is Danny and today I'm going to be sharing about myself and who I am and what I do, and I also want to share with you my tips about keeping a well-balanced life and what I've learned for myself for my own life and the tips that I use to keep a balance, because we really do have busy lives and I think this can help you, what I want to share with you. So yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm almost 30 now. Wow, time flies. It's really crazy, and 30 seems like such a big number, but I'm excited to embrace it and to just celebrate life and the things that I've experienced so far and what is ahead for me and for my life. I'm married to an American now for almost 4 years. That's also really crazy for me to think about that, but I'm really excited. Myself, I'm actually half German, half American, and right now we're living in Germany, and I'm hired by a large church here in Germany to be the children's pastor, and my husband is the youth pastor, and together we work at the church and we spend a lot of time there. So for myself to make sure that my life is balanced is really crucial, and you can see I have 2 journals laying in front of me. And yeah, I use them to help me keep a balanced life and to make sure that I don't lose focus on the things that are important in life. So yeah, this first notebook that I use, or traveler's notebook, I use that mostly for my personal life, and I keep a lot of things in there, the different inserts that are concerning just the things for my own life. Sure, there's appointments in there that have to do with work, but most of the things that have to do with work I keep in this ring-bound Filofax notebook, and it's really good to have those 2 things separated. Sometimes it's not quite easy to keep them exactly separated, but I would recommend that for you so that you can, when you go on vacation or you want to keep work out of your life, you can grab one of your journals, one of your planners, and have that without all the work appointments and notes and ideas cluttering it, and that you have the opportunity to cut that part out of your life. I'm a very passionate person about life in general. I love coffee, I love hanging out with people, I really love children and the work that I do. I love to be creative for my private life, and I love to be creative with my kids and my job, and I'm really grateful and thankful that I'm able to do that. We have lots of freedom and lots of opportunities to express ourselves, especially with the different means we have. We've got a huge kids and youth center, and like I said, it's a really large church. It's called ICF, and you can also look that up online if you're interested in seeing what that is like. And it's really crazy to be living in Germany. We used to live in America, so adjusting back to a life in Germany where I grew up in wasn't very easy, but now we've been here for almost 3 years and it's been quite the ride, but it's also been a real blessing to us. And while I've been living my life, while we've been here, there's certain areas of my life that I realized, hey, I want to really focus on those. And a while back I thought about creating a circle and making my life into a circle, which is kind of crazy to sum that up in a circle, but I felt like that would help me to be like, okay, that's my 100%, and then divide that up in the different areas of my life that I really want to focus on and that were important to me, so that I have a goal or different things that help me to focus, so I can always go back to it and see, okay, is my life still going in that direction that I want to be, or am I getting sidetracked by all the different options that I have in life, and then I get overwhelmed? I mean, anxiety is a huge topic for people in life, and sometimes it's been a part of my life, being anxious, but my faith really helps me in that, and keeping focused really helps me in that. So if you're a person that is prone to being anxious, then maybe this would be a good tool for yourself to keep focused on that. So let's look at what the different parts are of my life that I focus on and how that's made up, and how I have that in my journal, and the different areas that I represent in my journals. Here we go. Alrighty, let's flip all the way to the back. So many good things in my journal. I really love it. And look at this. I titled it It's My Life, and there's my 100%, my circle. This is my life, my time that I have, and I make it up. And the biggest part, obviously, especially working for a place like a church, you can't really separate it that well. Work and private life really overlaps in a lot of ways, because a lot of our friends are from work. A lot of friends are in our church, and our church is also our faith life. And yeah, as you can see, it really jumbles together, but I figured it's about a quarter of my time of my life that I spend at work, or I want it to be a quarter. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, and sometimes it feels more like 80%, which is a lot. But looking at this and reminding myself, hey, keep focused, make sure that you aren't always concerned with work. Really important. Then the next big portion is relationships, especially cultivating the relationship with my husband. I want it to be an important part of my life, and making sure that I invest in that I spend a big portion, almost a quarter of my time with my husband and with relationships with other people. I think it's really important to have healthy relationships. You don't have to have 100, but I think that you know who your inner circle is, who your close friends are, and you invest in those. Maybe you're a person and you love to have a lot of friends. That's also really good. There's nothing wrong with having few friends or having a lot of friends. But yeah, this is really something I want to focus on, because sometimes we lose focus on making sure that we invest in quality time with the people that we love. And yeah, those are the most important moments, even more important actually as work. So yeah, I don't know why it's not even a bigger portion, but you know how it is. Work, we have to work our 40 hours a week, or however many hours you are committed to, at least. Then I have another big portion. It is this orangish one, light orange. That is my faith life. That's also a big important part, cultivating that. And that is something I can incorporate, luckily, into my relationships. Sometimes I can incorporate that in work and into other areas of my life. So yeah, just my spirituality, my faith, something that is a drive and that keeps me going. I don't know, it might be something else for you, but for myself, it's just my faith and believing in God. Then another big portion is my hobby, and is journaling. I think it's so important that we have a hobby, that we do something that is good for ourselves, that we can just, not think about work or not think about things that are stressful at times. Sometimes your relationships can be stressful, sometimes work can be stressful, and just the responsibilities in life. And if you have a hobby, and if you don't have a hobby, that's very hard, because where will you go to just tune out, to have some time where you're not stressed? And for me, it's definitely my hobby. That's why it's a big portion, and also because I'm very passionate about it, passionate about journaling and using that as a tool to be creative in my life. Then there's two more parts that I used in this one, is my fitness portion and health portion. I've been really working on that lately, and I've been really focusing on that, because I've noticed, hey, it's so important. And even with my husband together, if you're married or if you have a family, get everybody on board and do it together, and try to get the others excited about it. I mean, it's difficult. If the others aren't excited about it, then still do it for yourself. But if you can get your family and your boyfriend or your spouse, fiance involved in that, it's so good to be healthy, to have fitness in your life, to be active. And it doesn't have to be over the top, but keep it creative, keep it exciting. I made a video on self-care. I actually made 2 videos on self-care, and one is about fitness. The other one will be more towards health overall for your life. And then the last thing is food. So food does have to do with fitness and health, but food on its own is also something that is very important for my husband and myself. Food is fun, food is exciting, and food is a blessing, especially living in Germany or America or many countries in the world. We have so many options to choose from, and to be creative and to use that as a blessing for yourself and a blessing to others. We love to share our food with our colleagues at work and have people over, or with our family. So yeah, as you can see, that is my life. Those are really, big things. I think for yourself it could look very similar. Maybe there's something else in there that you have where you say maybe you're passionate about dancing and you have that as one of your things, as your hobby, and put that in there. and try that out. I think I would really recommend you doing something like that and getting into just discovering your life and being proactive about it, and not having life live you, but that we are the ones that are in control about our life. So yeah, this one's about myself. I have daily planner in there, I have a future log in there, I have something about self-care in there, something creative in there, teachings that are beneficial for my life that I want to keep notes on to go back to. I can, be creative, as I said. I keep some of the important things in there in a little pocket, little cutouts and washi tapes. And in here, I have my work in here. I have the different areas of my work in here split up. I have an overview over the goals for my work in here that I created, really cute, and it helps me. It definitely helps me. I get excited about my own life when I can plan it and when I can put it and divide it in portions that are manageable. That's also a very big tip for people that get stressed and anxious. Make sure that you have things that are manageable. If you write it down, a lot of times just it seems so big sometimes, and when you write it down, the problems and challenges, they get smaller through that, because you can really put it into perspective to the rest of your life. So have fun and enjoy life and celebrate life. I celebrate life, and here's my drink for this video. I celebrate life, and having a good drink, there's nothing wrong with that. My husband and I, we enjoy having a drink together, and this is a Prosecco with a lemon and some rosemary. It's very popular right now to add rosemary to your drinks, so just try that out. Buy a bottle of Prosecco, add a lemon, add some rosemary or some thyme. Some people put some other fruits in there, and just enjoy life. Have friends around that are good for you, and love yourself. So that was it from myself. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I'd love to hear from you, any comments you want to give me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.